Alright, now we got that music turned down. It's a fan submission this week. Real good one. I like it a lot. Everybody goes to the bar, meet people, pick up randos, however you want to call it also. But have you ever realized how shitty of a process that actually is? I'm not talking about the one-liners, the random games that people play to pick up a rando, a one-night stand, okay? Not going into that side of the discussion. I'm talking about how horrible it is to try to talk to people at the club. And you can be in the club, okay? The drinks are flowing, you're having a good time, dancing your ass off, living it up because that's what you do when you go there. You meet someone, you try to talk to them, and I get it, okay? But you could be this close, and they can't hear you. Not that person that you're trying to talk to, or that they're trying to talk to you, whichever way you want to look at it. And, the drinks are flowing, they're having a good time, and the music is just cranking, and they're trying to talk to you, and in your head, you're just like, what? You don't want to be rude, so you just kind of smile and agree. You're like, ha, yeah. You have no idea what that person said. That person can be like, hey, look, I'm going to put drugs in your friend's drink and take advantage of her later. And you're just like, yeah, cheers. The homeboy walks away, your friend comes up, they're like, hey, that guy was really cute. What did he say? And you're like, I don't really know. He said something like he saw a friend, he's going to go give him a hug, and then he's getting a drink. But he said that you looked really enchanted tonight. So I'll work that for you. But I mean, meeting a person at the bar, I get it. That's what it is. And meeting them and getting to talk to them is one thing. Okay, don't do it where the music's the loudest. Stay away from the dance floor. If you're gonna try to introduce yourself, do it by the bar. So you can't do it on the dance floor. You do it on the dance floor, it's gonna be a constant game of hokey pokey what? Because you put your right ear in, you say what, you step back. Then you try to put your left ear in, you say what, and then you step back again. And it goes hand in hand with the people that work at the bar, okay? So I'm sitting there doing security at City Bar, I'm watching people, making sure no one's anything stupid, no one's too drunk, no one's starting to fight, and of course, homeboy over here is like, hey, what up, man? And tries to introduce himself to me. The dude's introduced himself, he's like, hey, man, I'm Paul. And I was like, hey, I'm Brandon. But in my mind, I'm thinking, I'm wearing an earpiece, okay, it drowns out about 90% of my hearing. The music's loud, no idea what you just said, nor am I going to remember or care. Why do people at City Bar try to become best friends with the security guys while we're working? If they think it's because, we won't kick them out, if you're just doing something stupid, we don't give a shit who you are. We will kick you out. And when it comes to VIPs and stuff like that, we don't hold that much power. People pay for those VIPs, okay? So we're there to say, you can come up, you got a wristband on, or they said you're good, or you can get the fuck away, okay? I don't care. It's not going to be like, oh, hey, you're a good friend of mine, come on up, because then homeboy who paid for it is going to get pissed that this person's... You get, the random people that come up, and they're like, hey, you remember me? I was talking to you earlier, and I'm hey, a lot of stuff, and I'm sitting there, I'm like, hi, yeah, because I have no idea what that person is saying. I can't hear you, but I'm just going to smile and agree. Then you get those awkward moments where someone leans in to talk to you and you can't hear them, so you say, what? You lean in, they talk, and then you're just like, hi, I know, right? But you didn't hear them, and then you just kind of like this, and then you look at them, and they're still waiting for you to respond, and you're just kind of, shit. Now enough time has passed that they're waiting for you to respond, and you've waited long enough than a normal person responds, and you're just like, wait, what'd you say? And then you are praying you can hear them on the third attempt, so you can move on with the conversation. Another side note, in the topic of not being able to hear anything, for as loud as it is in there, and I can't hear crap, bartenders, to be able to hear all the drink orders and make them and everything like that, you go. I understand going to the bar and meeting people and trying to pick up a hottie is, the norm and the way things are nowadays. But can you imagine how that loud music and not being able to hear is a soul crusher for shy people? Shy person, they get a couple drinks, they're like, you know what, I'm gonna go try it. So they walk up and they're like, hey, how are you doing this evening? But the other person can't hear, so they go, excuse me? And then the shy person's like, alrighty then. People, at the end of the day, you're still gonna go to the bar, okay? You're still gonna try to be, I get that. But just be don't do it where the music's the loudest. Just be like, hey, let's go outside, or let's go over by the bar where it's a little quieter so I can at least introduce myself. That's this week's Rando Thought. Why does everybody try to communicate in the loudest parts of the bar? You got any comments on today? You got any questions on today? Swipe up, send me a message. You know I love your feedback. Otherwise, please take my poll as I always ask. Otherwise, I will see you pretty people next week.